You've heard it before. A friend comes to you and says they found a great new way to make money. You go to a meeting with them. In the meeting, the speaker says you can be your own boss, that you can have your own company, that you can make the money of your dreams. You know about MLMs. You know people say they're terrible, but this one sounds so easy. You wonder if this one might just get you successful. Today we're going to dive into MLMs, and if you read the title, spoilers, why will you never be successful in an MLM? And if you won't make any money, how do others do it? Buckle up, because it's going to be quite the ride. We all know how it works. You join the company to buy products in another person's downline. You buy products and the person above you gets a little cut. If you have people under you, then you get the cut from their purchases. Layer after layer of customers enter underneath the previous layers, creating a sort of triangle shape. I know that it has a name. The idea of an MLM is alluring. Buy things you already buy and make money. Get other people to buy and you get free money. Sounds great. What's the problem? Something in theory doesn't always work in practice. For example, someone I know came to me about a year ago for Amway. It took 2 meetings with them and some sleuthing on my part to figure out it was Amway. They said all I needed to do was spend $600 a month on products and then work on bringing other people in under me. The problem? I hate spending money. How on earth could I justify spending $600 a month on things? But maybe they're high quality? Maybe they're a better value? Well, let's take a look, shall we? So, I'll be doing comparisons using Amway, mostly because it's recent on my mind, but I could do this with many other MLMs as well. First, let's take a look at their excess energy drink. 12 8.4 ounce cans with 80 milligrams of caffeine. That sounds all good until we look at a competitor, Reign. It's a bit more expensive than other energy drinks, so it's a perfect comparison. At the beginning, hey, they're the same price. But wait, each can is 16 ounces, and the caffeine is 300 milligrams per drink. So you're getting almost double the drink and almost 4 times the caffeine for the same price. Next, let's look at their protein powder pods, because you just can't be bothered to put it in a bag or in the shaker bottle, I guess. 16 pods for $32 with an average amount of protein in each. Let's go back to Amazon. 30 servings for $45. So $1.5 per pod compared to Amway's $2 a pod. Let's say you don't want to feel like you're eating Tide Pods, so you just get normal protein powder. You can just get BSN protein powder for 91 cents per serving. However, the eagle-eyed observer may see that Amway's product contains 4.4 grams of BCAAs per pod. That's got to account for something, right? Once again, off to Amazon. BPI BCAAs are $27 for 30 servings, so 90 cents per serving. But wait, BPI servings are 10 grams, more than double that of Amway, bringing the comparable cost to 45 cents per serving. Still, a better deal than Amway. Let's try again. Not even close. Yeah! At first, I thought I had finally found one where Amway was better than others. Vitamin E. They have 270 tablets while other companies have 90. However, I just needed to crunch some numbers. Amway says 3 tablets, so 270 over 3 equals 90, 90 for both. Doing the math, the Nature's Plus vitamins are more than 3 times more potent than Amway at only 77 cents the cost. I guess if you want weaker vitamins, then go ahead, but you could still probably find them for cheaper somewhere else. I could buy all the same products as Amway for much less than what they charge. Now, I can't go into every MLM and check all their products versus competitors, but I have a hunch that you're going to see something similar. They want you to spend hundreds of dollars per month on overpriced products when you could just buy the same things and save all that money instead. I don't have a family to feed, so my costs aren't going to be as much as a family, but anyone can do a few minutes and see how much they'd waste on MLM products in the long run. Take those savings instead, put them in a savings account, and you're already doing better than anyone who buys anything from an MLM. If MLM products were cheaper, higher quality, or were things you actually needed to buy constantly, then there might be a reason to buy them. As it stands, MLM products aren't worth it. You can always find something better than what these companies are hawking. Now, the even worse news, the real numbers. Here are the numbers from Amway. In 2019, only 50% of people made more than $2,700 the whole year, and that's before fees, shipping, and whatever expenses they incurred. Plus, the median was $404, which means 49% of people below that person earned less than $400 in the entire year, before expenses. Another MLM, doTERRA. Now, these numbers are by month, but the top 50% earned $3,840 or more in a year, and the top 10% earned only $15,120 or more. And we don't know if these are averages or medians, so they might be using some math to skew things. Herbalife. Similar story. 50% of all people in the company made less than $3,180 per year, and they also forget to tell us anything else. The numbers don't look good. Remember, these are from their own websites, so they'll try to make them look as good as they can. Less than 10% of any of the people in any of these companies make any sort of living wage, and that's after years of hard work and labor. You could get a job at McDonald's, and within a couple years, you could be making more than these people. Fast food is a better career choice than joining an MLM. Now, let's pretend you didn't just learn the real numbers and decided to sign up because it sounded so tantalizing. It all sounds so easy. You just signed up and you feel excited. You can already smell the money. So, what can you do? You can either sell products yourself like a salesperson or get people into your downline. Here's where the first problem starts. The amount of products you need to sell requires you to essentially work full-time, and then you could just have a real job that pays real money. The only real option is to bring people into your downline. What do MLMs tell you to do? Your friends, your family, people you know. That is the point of direct sales. Word of mouth sells. They tell you to meet with your friends and convince them of this great idea. The problem is you're not a salesperson. You just can't seem to convince the people the same way you were. Everything made so much sense when you were at that meeting, but you can't seem to say the same things and make them excited. MLMs conveniently forget to tell you that you're a salesperson and how the sales cycle works. For outbound, cold sales, you may get 99 no's before you get one yes, and then trying to get people to buy into an MLM definitely has a long sales cycle. Why do they say things like, all you need are 6 people under you, or, oh, you only need 5 people in your downline? They want to make it sound easy, to make the money they promised was waiting. They don't really say things like, you should be reaching out to 10 people a day and expect 99 no's before you get a yes. Why? They don't want to tell you how it really is. This is why you can't win. 1, this is actually a sales position and you probably don't know sales, and they'll never teach you. 2, you need multiple people underneath you buying products or you're never going to see a dollar. 3, you're going to get a bunch of no's before you even ever get a yes, and you won't know nearly enough people to get a yes. 4, you can't back up your words. To add insult to injury, you haven't made any money yet. You're telling your friends that they can make so much money and be so successful, but you can't back it up. A starving person saying they found all the food they could ever eat doesn't sound that credible now, does it? Once you've exhausted everyone you know, your last resort is social media. You end up posting about how you're a boss, how you're so much happier now, but you know it isn't true. Finally, you give up. You've spent weeks, months, maybe even years. You've spent hundreds or thousands of dollars. The deck was stacked against you. You don't have the skills, you didn't reach enough people, and you spent time and money that could have been used somewhere else. The coup de grace of the whole system? Imagine you finally get someone to join. They're just as excited as you. But then, like you, they get discouraged. They stop buying products. They stop trying to recruit people. They end up quitting. Your whole house is built on a foundation of sand. You will never be able to recruit enough people to beat the churn. Now, how do the successful people do it? First, they get in at the beginning. If a friend approaches you about an MLM, it's already too late. Think of it this way. The first investors in Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, heck, even Dogecoin are the biggest winners. Amway has been around for over 60 years, and most people probably know about it or at least hear the name and have a negative response. A new MLM doesn't have that negativity yet. Then, people who get in at the beginning can bring in others because it's a new opportunity and people get hyped and jumped on. Next, this is where the winners differ from you. How many people they reach. They tell you to tell your friends, your family, people you know. You know what they do? They talk to people they don't know. You've probably seen Craigslist ads saying things like, make thousands of dollars from home, or signs on the street that promise you money. It's strictly a numbers game. They know that most people will say no, or if people are together in a large group, they'll follow the herd. Watch my other video on how people say yes to learn more about this. So, if they reach 10,000 people and 99% say no, that's still 100 people who join. Plus, there are no relationships to ruin. Your friends and family get tired of you talking about your new awesome opportunity. They stop talking to you. They ignore you. If you don't know the person, things can't get awkward. They'll never see you again. They don't tell you this because they want the prospects for themselves. Why else don't they tell you to make ads or Craigslist posts or signs by the road? Now, this is where things get heavy. Imagine two people walk up to you. One person says they make $100 a month, and another says they make $10,000 a month. Who are you going to talk to? You wouldn't go to a free seminar or meeting from a person who promises you can make thousands of dollars per month if they haven't done it. Remember, actions speak louder than words. You're not going to listen to a poor person that says that you can be rich. You're going to listen to a rich person who says you can be rich. There's the old saying, if it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. If someone looks rich, acts like they're rich, and talks like they're rich, then they're probably rich, right? This is where it gets heavy. Look like you're rich. Drive an expensive car. Take photos of yourself in Hawaii. Act like you're rich. Buy dinner for others. Show that you're living the life. Talk like you're rich. Look at their nice car. Look at their photos. Look at their house. How do you actually know they're rich? You don't. You don't know anything about them. Now, here we could get into a huge tangent about this and talk about social proof, heuristics, conspicuous consumption, social comparisons, and consumer culture, but then this video would be 3 hours long. So maybe another time. Just know for now that they're using psychology against you. They're using that blubbery mass of gray pudding in your head to make you think they're rich and successful, even when they might not be. These people can lie to your face and tell you that they're wealthy from being in an MLM, and so you should too. Eventually, enough people will sign up, and then they can finally pay off their credit cards, off their debt they accumulated pretending they had money. They can finally have a sigh of relief. In an MLM, the top people get rich from the bottom people losing money. Almost everyone who joins an MLM never sees any real success. And yet they still tell you that it's a great opportunity. Every MLM guru or high ranker has made their fortune off the backs of people like you. Imagine the classic capitalist caricature, the corporate fat cat getting rich while keeping everyone else down. In an MLM, that is the truth. They're designed to keep the top people rich and the bottom people poor. They know almost no one makes any real money, and yet they decide to lie to your face and tell you about the great world that awaits. MLMs and the people at the top are either so deluded they don't know the truth, or know full well that most people never succeed and go to sleep at night knowing they're lying to you. They're okay lying to you and telling you that this world of success is so close, when in reality it couldn't be further away. Imagine a family that's struggling to pay rent, that's looking for a way to be free from debt. Could you look them in the eyes and tell them they'll be successful in an MLM when you know they'll fail and be even worse off? Just to get a little bit more money yourself every month? These people can. The guru or person giving the seminar doesn't care about you. They don't care if you bring in anyone underneath you. If you're excited about recruiting and growing your company, then you're not going to leave. You'll stay fired up, buying products like a good little consumer. They make money each month. This is why I feel that MLM gurus are so scummy. If they're so wealthy, if they have such a good life already, then why do they want you in their downline? Why do they want you spending more money than you should each month? Isn't their current income enough? No, of course not. If these people really wanted to help others, they would help you start a downline from the beginning and not have you start under them. But you may say, what's in it for them? Why should they help you? That's exactly the point. Most paint themselves as these successful, caring people that just want you to be as successful and happy as them. It's a deal with the devil. Give away your morals, what is right and wrong, and you might just have success in an MLM. The bottom line, you won't be successful in an MLM. Your friends and family won't be successful in an MLM. The numbers don't lie. Instead of wasting your time, invest in yourself. Learn a new skill. Find a real way to make money. Instead of buying overpriced products, take that money and invest it. Pay off your debts. Do anything but an MLM. MLMs sell you on the dream of working from home, on having more money, on being financially free. Yet, like other dreams, it's finally time to wake up. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think. If you know someone who needs to hear this, then please share it with them. I've seen enough people fall victim to MLMs and I just want to help. Plus, I'd really love to grow this channel past 3 subscribers. Thanks so much.